Welcome to the couch, everyone. We have a fantastic guest with us tonight. I am so honored to have him here, and I think you guys will really like him too. He's very inspiring, has a great story, and fantastic project that he's done and he has shared with us. And I'm really excited to have him on tonight and to ask some questions and for you guys to see the interview. So, Greg, thank you so much for joining us. Do you want to tell us your name and where you're from?
Absolutely, Izzy. Thank you for the invitation. My name is Greg Nance. I am from Bainbridge Island, which is off the coast of Seattle.
Oh, so you're on the other side. What's your time zone?
I am on Pacific. Yep.
Oh, so you're 3 hours behind.
That's right. You guys are in the future. So
so we'll let you know if anything happens. But I'm at 2:30 right now, so you must be at 12, 11?
Yeah, 11:30. So
11:30. Oh wow, your morning is just getting started. Well, thanks for joining us again.
100%.
So why don't you tell us that about your project that you have going on? I want to kind of leave the surprise a little bit, leave people on their tippy toes. So why don't you start off?
Yeah, so this spring, starting April 4th, I am attempting to run across America, starting with a foot in the Atlantic Ocean at Long Island, New York, and then running west to my hometown, Bainbridge Island in the Pacific here. I want to run across the country to explore America's addiction epidemic, learn more about the state of affairs, because 40 million Americans are dealing with a substance, alcohol, drug addiction. That's 1 in 7 people. And I think we can do so much better to support one another. And the run is all about connection. The run is all about sharing uplifting, inspiring stories and creating a film, a documentary about how we can do this better.
That's awesome. That sounds like so much fun. So do you run often?
I do. I love to run. It's like it's my therapy. It's how I stay fit, both kind of physically and mentally. So yeah. I love to run.
That's awesome. We talk about that so much here at Herren Project, and on Purple Couch, to find ways that really help you center yourself and help you cope when you're having tough days. So can I ask, how far what's your farthest run that you've ever made?
The furthest I've run continuously is about 130 miles through the Malaysian jungle, ultra marathon. And it was very tiring, as you might imagine. It was really hot, really humid, and you got to keep going because you're in a jungle. And if you lay down or sleep, spiders and stuff will crawl all over you. I don't like spiders, so you got to keep moving.
That's crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I could probably only run 1 mile and be okay. I can walk a couple, but I could definitely not run. So I commend you on that forefront.
Always one step at a time, and so that's
True.
how you run 130 miles.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's 1 mile at a time, obviously. That's fantastic. So why don't you talk to us about why you want to engage in this kind of project and create this movie and run across the country?
Yeah, so let me rewind. So I'm 32 years old now, but at age 16, I went through a really, really hard time. My granddad, who lived with us, he was really kind of my idol, my mentor, one of my best friends. He goes from being just super sharp, where we can talk about how to grip a curveball on a baseball and talk about what the Mariners, our favorite team, or this cool documentary we watch. That's one day, and then the next he has a massive stroke where he can barely remember my name, doesn't remember who I am, and just like that. And it was so painful experiencing that and not being able to do anything to actually help him. I felt totally powerless, and it just was so hurtful and painful to experience that I didn't know where to turn. I didn't know what to do, and so the only thing that I knew that would make me feel better was malt liquor, and was vodka, and was painkillers.
Yeah.
And so I began self-medicating initially on the weekends with friends, and then after school with friends, then after class by myself, before school. And I basically just go into this kind of doom loop where I start using and abusing at increasing levels and feeling more kind of lonely and isolated and even more kind of pained because I hadn't actually processed the feelings. I was just numbing them, and that's no formula, it's no recipe. And so that was the start of a 7-year battle that almost every day I was drunk or high or both over those 7 years.
Mm.
And all the while, I'm actually in denial about having a problem because, hey, I'm still getting good grades, and hey, I'm still like getting into college and still playing sports. But I did have a problem, and it was only after getting sober and actually, working through that, that I came to realize, wow, like that was a really big challenge I had, and I didn't actually do the work that you need to do to work through that. Instead, I just kind of buried it and hoped it would, here, let me sweep it under the rug and hope it just goes away.
Yeah.
That's not how you deal with problems. And over the last 2 years, I've actually been leaning in, trying to, work through what lessons have I learned? How am I growing? How do those challenges still manifest in my life? And how can I evolve beyond them and really strengthen myself as I go? And this run across the country is really an opportunity for me to learn more about my own journey by connecting with other folks who've dealt with the challenges of addiction and who've had family members and friends dealing with mental health and addiction issues. And so that's how I come to this moment in time. And I'm really afraid. I'm scared. There's a lot of fear about this run and about what I'll learn about myself. And that's exactly why I know it's the right move for me now.
I'm gonna say I absolutely loved everything you just said about growth, manifestation, learning to cope. I preach that so hard, like so hard. And
Cool.
I really appreciate that you just talking about that on an area where this is for teens to, again, find things that help them grow, get away from things that don't help them grow and don't benefit them, and
Mhm.
see how challenges are manifesting their life in the past and like currently, and how they
Mhm.
can become someone who is working towards, the better version and the best version, healthy and fulfilling best version of themselves. Um, Now, so are there any stops that you plan to make while you're on this run?
Yeah, so part of the purpose of this is I want to connect with folks, and it's a little harder during COVID times, but my hope, I'm crossing fingers that we'll have the vaccine out, more people will be able to safely, connect with us as we do it.
Yeah.
And so yes, I'm actually aiming to stop in a variety of major cities and communities as we head west. And so from Long Island heading into New York City, through Pennsylvania into Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, onto Cleveland, Gary, Indiana, Chicago, Standing Rock Reservation, heading further west through Spokane onto Seattle, and really every day. So like I love diner food. So like whether that's like local diners or IHOP or Denny's, I'll be going to all of those. And so if you live along this route, you might find me at a Denny's or IHOP, and I'd love if you said hello. And I'd love to hear your story. I mean, that's what I'm doing this for. Is I want to connect and learn from others and figure out how we can better support those in need, because there's a lot of people in these COVID times, especially, that mental health challenges and then addiction challenges. And we as a people can be so much more supportive and compassionate if only we know. And that's part of the purpose, is we want to spread the word. And that's why I love, Purple Couch and Herren Project, because there's so much great dialogue here. Because if all of us are doing our own healing and there to support each other's healing, we as a society, we as a nation can do all that important work at the big level too. And I'm into it and I want to be there.
Yes, I love that. I love that. Supporting each other's healing and doing your own is so important for us to get to the point we need to as a nation and as individuals. I so agree with that. But I love this. I'm loving this. And I'm sure everyone else is too who's watching this. I absolutely love this. So, another, like, I guess couple some side questions. So I know you said that your father, unfortunately, your grandfather, unfortunately suffered from strokes and, had a really difficult time and impacted you significantly. In more of like a positive light, what
Mm.
is one thing that you think, if he was, I don't know if he's passed, but what is one thing that if he is or was alive would say to you today?
Wow, beautiful question. One thing, yeah, my granddad, he passed away. This was back 2006, so it's been a number of years now. So he grew up in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee, and one of the little expressions then was "show them your smoke," which was a way of saying, like, give it your best, give it everything you got. And that spirit, I think, has really guided a lot of my path. in the year since. And I think he'd be really proud of me going out, showing my smoke, like trying my very best at this really big challenge. And it's a challenge both internally, of course, my mind, body, spirit. And then it's also a challenge to help others too. And my granddad, he was a Marine at Iwo Jima during World War II and became a business leader despite only having a 10th grade education that the war and the Depression interrupted. And I think he would see what I've done with the opportunities I've had and be proud that I'm trying to pay it forward and make life better, not only for myself and my family, but for others too. So and that's what it's all about. It's about becoming your best self, Izzy, as you said really well, and then trying to pay it forward, because ultimately we're all better together. And when we remember that, that's how we unlock our best self.
Yes, yes, that was beautifully worded. I love that. Thank you. And I'm very sorry about your grandfather, but I'm sure he would be absolutely proud of what you're doing today
Mm.
and how far you've come. So another side, kind of like almost a similar question, same path. What is maybe one thing you would say to the students in today's time?
Yeah, so for any student, young person out there listening, uh, embrace how you're feeling. It's okay to not be okay. Open up, and I know this is really hard because I was really bad at it, but open up, share how you're actually feeling. When a friend asks, how are you? Don't give the BS. Oh, I'm fine, or I'm good. Hey, I'm not feeling good. Here's what's happening. Hey, I feel like shit. Here's what's actually going on. Be open, be honest, because there are people in your life that want to help. They want to be there, but if you don't let them in, how are they to know? And I wish I had followed this advice 15, 16 years ago. I didn't, and my life was a lot harder and worse because of that. So you can avoid that mistake by opening up, by sharing what's really going on. Everyone goes through these phases. It's okay to not be okay. You've got a tribe in your life ready to support you if only they know what you're going through. So open up and you will realize there's an amazing supportive community all around. And that's how we can be our best self, by being there for each other.
I love that. You have said everything. This guy, this isn't even scripted, and he has said everything that I would have wanted to say.
Yeah.
So thank you. I think everyone appreciates that. And I think that's so important that we continuously like not yeah, I guess like normalize that. Like it's okay to not be okay. Like you don't have to suppress it. You don't have to like you have people waiting for you. Um, but otherwise, is there a trailer for the movie?
So speak of the devil, I was just on the phone with our film director,
Mhm.
and we have a rough cut now for this, for the trailer for this documentary, and I will be sharing it by the end of the month on Instagram. And we can connect. Greg Runs Far. You can check out the trailer. So I would love to connect. Greg Runs Far on Instagram, and yeah, I'll be sharing the trailer, sharing the live tracking of my actual running, and inviting friends to come out to jog or bicycle a few miles with me. So
That's
we'd
awesome.
love to see folks out there.
That's awesome. And when does the movie plan to come out?
So yeah, doing the run April 4th through like June 15 or so. And then we'll get all the footage together, edit it. And my pipe dream here, this is a really big, goal and dream, but 2022 would love to premiere at Sundance. That's my like secret goal. So don't tell
Ooh.
them much. But yeah, that's
Oh, that's fantastic.
yeah.
Something I've been honestly working on this year is kind of saying instead of like maybe oh, like I'm dreaming of this, like turning my dreams into plans because
Yeah.
I'm a really big person on like these cute quote journals. Like this says Dream Plan Joe. And
Yeah.
I love the other ones where it's like, oh, she's turned her dreams into plans. And I'm like, yes, like I love that. Like, yes, I am turning my dreams into plans in 2021. Like, let's get it. So I'm sure that you will turn that secret dream into a plan and into a goal. So
Hey, I love that. And the fact that you're writing it out, there's a certain, like when you actually go through with writing these ideas, they're swirling through your head, the universe now knows, and the universe conspires to help us reach our biggest aims. And I'm a big believer, like whether it's journaling, prayer, sharing with a friend, those intentions then take on a whole new life. So, and
yes. Yes, I've been using this to write down all of my study abroad information because I want to study abroad next semester, not next semester, but spring 22. And I've been writing down everything. So
nice. Yeah.
It's been crazy. So we all have dreams that want to turn into plans, that turn into goals. So this is absolutely a wonderful, inspiring story, and I hope you were just as inspired as I am. This makes me want to go out and run, even though I can't really run, but it makes me want to do something. That's for sure. Definitely empowering.
Well,
So thank you for sharing this wonderful story with us, and we absolutely loved having you on the couch.
hey, Izzy, you are wonderful. Give my very best to Pam and to everyone joining us on the couch. Thank you for being here. I look forward to connecting, and 2021 is going to be our best year yet.
Yes, we'll definitely be putting your trail on blast low key for you. Definitely. I'll make sure of it.
Thank you.
So awesome. Thank you. And